if Caitlin get snatched by the New York Liberty, I'm from New York, New York. You're about to find out. We got secret meetings going on, y'all. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. The New York Liberty put on the full court press for Caitlin Clark. Y'all see that lady in the white pants, in the blue shirt next to Breanna Stewart? You know who that is? To the left, you know who that is? That's Caitlin Clark's agent. Clark leave Indiana, them sold out arenas is done. Now you know, it'll be now she's gone. It will be now she's gone, y'all. Caitlin Clark ain't got to stay with Indiana. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And I smell the smoke from a mile away. I smell the smoke from across the country right now.
You'll see that lady in the white pants and blue shirt next to Breanna Stewart? That's Caitlin Clark's agent. I need everybody to stop right here, because this is the moment the entire story pivots on. Not just Clark having a post-game chat, but her agent being in that huddle, right there next to Liberty players and staff. Agents do not do social calls after games. They are always working. When you see a player's agent in that room with a rival organization, a deal is being shaped, and the Indiana Fever should be having emergency meetings right now because New York just moved its pieces in plain sight. And next clip shows you that this has been the Liberty's plan for longer than anyone wants to admit.
The New York Liberty put on the full court press for Caitlin Clark. Y'all see that lady in the white pants, in the blue shirt next to Breanna Stewart? You know who that is? To the left, you know who that is? That's Caitlin Clark's agent. They even got the agent in on it, y'all. They building. They are prepping to get Caitlin Clark to the New York Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Uh-oh. Listen.
Why, while the Fever and everybody else is playing checkers, the Liberty been playing chess this whole goddamn time? This is the line that cuts through everything, and you need to sit with it. You've seen teams in this league physically go after Clark, flagrant fouls, hard screens, trash talk, putting hands on her, and every one of those teams has now torched any bridge that could have led to Clark choosing them. The New York Liberty have never put a dirty hand on Caitlin Clark, not once. And now you understand why. They've been curating a relationship, protecting the investment before they even made it. That is organizational chess at the highest level, and Indiana is out here reacting game to game while New York has been running 5 moves ahead, and the next clip is where it all came out into the open.
New York Liberty have let it be known long ago that they want Caitlin Clark. Have you seen the New York Liberty playing dirty against Caitlin Clark? No. Have you seen them flagrant fouling and knocking her all over the place? No, they playing a long game. While the Fever and everybody else is playing checkers, the Liberty been playing chess this whole goddamn time.
We got secret meetings going on, y'all. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Caitlin Clark had a secret meeting, a little powwow with the New York Liberty post-game. Bro, the second he said secret meeting, I felt the whole chessboard flip, because this is not nothing. Post-game interaction between competitors is normal. Having your agent present in that interaction with the rival team's players and staff is not. Somebody coordinated that. Somebody set that up intentionally. And the Indiana Fever absolutely know it happened, which means right now they are either panicking or they are dangerously unbothered, and I don't know which is worse. Let's talk about what Indiana has been doing to push Clark toward that door in the first place.
You're about to find out. We got secret meetings going on, y'all. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, Caitlin Clark had a secret meeting, a little powwow, just a little powwow with the New York Liberty post-game. Listen, I'm not saying it's everything, but it damn sure ain't nothing. I think it's more like...
If Caitlin Clark leaves Indiana, them sold-out arenas is done. Now she's gone, y'all. This is the financial nuclear bomb at the center of this whole story, and nobody at Gainbridge Fieldhouse wants to hear it, but it is the absolute truth. Before Caitlin Clark walked through that door, Indiana Fever were drawing 4,000 to 5,000 people on a good night. They were a franchise running on fumes. Now they're selling out, they're on national TV, they're relevant for the first time in over a decade. That entire economic reality evaporates the minute Clark walks. Not shrinks, evaporates. And yet the front office keeps fumbling the bag like they don't understand what they have. Now let me tell you exactly what pitch New York is making to change that math.
Clark leave Indiana, them sold out arenas is done. Now you know, it'll be now she's gone. It will be now she's gone, y'all. Caitlin Clark ain't got to stay with Indiana. She don't owe them nothing. Caitlin Clark will be in the media capital of the world in New York City. They probably telling her where to buy houses. They probably telling her where the best off-season cribs are up in the Hamptons. They listen. They say you think you big in Indiana. Imagine what your brand will be in New York City.
You think you big in Indiana. Imagine what your brand will be in New York City. That is the coldest, most effective recruiting line in sports right now, and the scary part is, it's completely true. Clark is already a global phenomenon out of Indianapolis, and Indianapolis is a mid-sized market that, with all due respect, cannot compete for visibility with New York City. In New York, you are front page of the Post. You are the top sports center segment. You are in every Nike, Apple, and Gatorade boardroom conversation in the country. Her endorsement value multiplies in the 5 boroughs. Her agent sitting in that building with the Liberty staff knows exactly what those financial projections look like, and that pitch is impossible for Indiana to match. And this next clip might be the part that scares Fever fans the most.
Imagine what your brand would be in New York City. They're not playing games. You got Sabrina over there, Breanna Stewart. Now, it's a lot that would have to happen. I don't think Breanna Stewart would ever leave the New York Liberty. Sabrina's not going anywhere. They're going to be there forever. But it can be some other changes made to get Caitlin Clark onto that roster. Listen, the New York Liberty would sell anything to get Caitlin Clark on that roster, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. After Caitlin Clark's rookie contract is over, I could 100% see her heading to the New York.
She might not even be there through the rookie contract. She might force her way out. There it is, the nuclear option, and do not dismiss it because it is absolutely on the table. Clark's rookie contract had Indiana locked in at a team-friendly rate, but franchise player leverage operates differently when your name is Caitlin Clark. If she publicly signals dissatisfaction, if she starts showing up to availability with a certain energy, if back-channel conversations start getting back to the media, Indiana would have to respond. No organization in the history of sports wants to be the franchise that held Caitlin Clark against her will. The PR damage alone would be catastrophic. New York is banking on Indiana blinking first, and now let's talk about who Clark runs to the second. The final buzzer sounds
New York Liberty. As a matter of fact, she might not even be there through the rookie contract. She might force her way out. She could force her way out and get to New York. I'm telling you, I will be in New York City. I will be at Pergola having a hookah, enjoying my time, going to watch Caitlin Clark games. I will be down there having a ball. The Barclays will be lit. I mean, oh man. This tickles my fancy. This tickles my fancy, y'all.
She's wanted by the cream of the crop of the WNBA. The champs want her. The defending champions. Let that sit for a second. Not a rebuilding squad. Not a lottery team selling Clark on what we could be someday. The actual reigning WNBA champions are sitting across from Clark's agent, making their pitch. That is an almost unbeatable hand. New York is offering Clark something already built, already proven, already winning. Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquel Jones, Breanna Stewart. That core is elite with or without Clark. Add Clark to it. We're talking about the most dominant women's basketball team ever assembled on paper, by a wide margin. Indiana is asking Clark to grind it out while they figure things out. That is not the same offer. And this next clip breaks down the personal element that makes it even more dangerous for Indiana.
She don't got to be messing around with y'all, wasting time when y'all can't seem to get y'all act together. Y'all told her we was going to play fast. Now y'all want her to play half-court basketball. She see the New York Liberty getting up and down. That arena is lit. The New York Liberty are one of the only teams who keep a lit arena without Caitlin Clark. They do numbers without Caitlin Clark. Imagine what they'll do with her. They're actually pulling their weight around this league, unlike most of these teams. Caitlin Clark to the New York Liberty with Sabrina I.
They got the agent in on it, y'all. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And I smell the smoke from a mile away. This line right here, this is the whole video in one breath. When you see smoke in sports, a player's agent in a post-game huddle with a rival team's players and coaches, you do not wait for the flames to confirm what you already know. The smoke is the story. Clark's camp is entertaining this. They're listening, they may be encouraging it, and Indiana is running out of runway to put this fire out, because when this smoke clears, and they still haven't made the moves to keep Clark happy, the whole thing burns down fast. Let's go back to the moment that started this fire in the first place.
Listen, they got the agent in there. That is business. That is building a rapport. They got the agent in on it, y'all. Caitlin Clark might be rocking that New York Liberty jersey soon. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not saying this is everything, but it's something going on. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And I smell the smoke from a mile away. I smell the smoke from across the country right now.
You all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves on national TV for the Liberty coach. Flat out humiliate Cheryl Reeves. Okay, this moment, this very specific piece of body language caught on camera, turned the internet into a forensics lab. Clark walks right past her own head coach on the sideline to go greet the New York Liberty's coaching staff, on national television, in front of everybody. Whether Clark intended it as a statement or not, the image existed, it spread, and it revealed something real about where her gravitational pull is. She is drawn to what the Liberty represent, an elite, organized, winning operation, and you don't fake that kind of movement subconsciously. The camera caught what her body already knew. Let's talk about the personal relationship that makes this even more of a problem for Indiana.
I think it's something, y'all. We better pay close attention to this. If I'm the Indiana Fever, you better tighten up. You better get your act together, Amber Cox, Kelly Crosskoff, Stephanie White. Caitlin Clark might be on her way out. She let it be known. Y'all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves on national TV for Sammy Brondello. Y'all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves for the Liberty coach on national TV and flat out humiliate Cheryl Reeves.
She loves Sabrina. They're tight. Sabrina was in the locker room at Iowa with Caitlin Clark, breaking bread, building that rapport. People massively underestimate how important genuine friendship is as a factor in where elite athletes choose to play. This isn't just system fit or endorsement math. Clark and Sabrina Ionescu have a real bond that goes back before Clark ever set foot in the WNBA. Sabrina came to Clark's territory at Iowa, earned her trust on a personal level, made her feel seen and welcomed in a league that wasn't always warm to Clark's arrival. That kind of relationship cannot be manufactured by a front office memo. Indiana has Alia Boston, and that friendship is real too, but Clark and Sabrina have something that extends beyond a locker room, and New York built it without even trying. Now let's talk about what separates the Liberty from every other team trying to make this pitch.
She loves Sabrina. They tight. They tight. Sabrina was in the locker room at Iowa with Caitlin Clark, breaking bread, building that rapport and that relationship. Y'all better tighten up in Indiana because she don't got to deal with this. She's wanted. And not wanted by anybody. She's wanted by the cream of the crop of the WNBA. The champs want her. She don't got to be messing around with y'all, wasting time when y'all can't seem to get y'all act together.
The New York Liberty are one of the only teams who keep a lit arena without Caitlin Clark. They do numbers without Caitlin Clark. Imagine what they'll do with her. This is the business case that demolishes every other suitor in 2 sentences. Barclays Center packs out for Liberty games regardless of who's coming to town. They have a real fan base, a real culture, real energy that does not depend on Clark being on the roster. Most 1BA franchises are drawing 4,000 people on a good night. The Liberty are consistently near capacity at a major market NBA arena. Clark would be adding to a dynasty, not carrying a struggling franchise on her back the way she's doing in Indiana right now. That equation, win and be supported, is irresistible to any competitor, and Clark is nothing if not a competitor. Let's land the plane on what this ultimately comes down to.
The New York Liberty are one of the only teams who keep a lit arena without Caitlin Clark. They do numbers without Caitlin Clark. Imagine what they'll do with her. They're actually pulling their weight around this league, unlike most of these teams. Caitlin Clark to the New York Liberty with Sabrina Ionescu. Listen, they got the agent in there. That is business. That is building a rapport. They got the agent in on it, y'all. Caitlin Clark might be.
Cece got options, and when somebody got options, you better be on your best behavior. Indiana Fever need to tighten up. That is the whole video in 15 seconds, and there's nothing left to add after it. Options equal leverage equal power, and Caitlin Clark has all three right now. She is the most commercially valuable player in the history of women's basketball. The reigning champions are recruiting her agent post-game. She has a genuine friendship with the best point guard in the WNBA. And the Indiana Fever's front office has been playing amateur hour while New York plays championship chess. This is the final warning. Either the Fever front office wakes up and builds something real around Clark, legitimate roster upgrades, coaching stability, real competitive promises that actually get kept, or you are about to watch the greatest thing to ever happen to your franchise walk straight to Barclays Center, and the league will follow her there.
He got options. And when somebody got options, you better be on your best behavior. The Indiana Fever need to tighten up and get their act together because Caitlin Clark don't have to stay there. She is looking real wacky. The front office is acting oppy. Caitlin Clark don't got to deal with this. She got options. What do y'all think? Is this some recruitment going on? Get in that comments, holla at me. Let me know if y'all think Caitlin Clark and the New York Liberty staff, coaches, players, everybody involved, along with her agent, are putting together a master plan to get her to New York City. This keep the